What ways do you feel like you guys, the added depth that you'll have on the line now has added to the confidence level you have going out there?
Well, last year we were a good old line, and I feel like just adding more depth is just going to make us even better. And all of us, all the starters, we got a lot better this off season, and in the spring it's showing. So and the young guys like Caden Baker, Jonathan Adorno, um, and Kieran Johnson, he played a lot. He's not necessarily a young guy, but he's dominating. So I feel like we're gonna have a lot of depth and just be even better than we was last year.
Were there games last year where you ever felt worn down, like by the end, like you couldn't come out and just physically, that fatigue factor?
Yeah, sometimes it's factor. Honestly, I got a little bit of rotation with Jonathan, not Jonathan, Joshua Izudu and Ed Montelis. So I wasn't necessarily worn down, but I say Jordan Tucker and Marcus McKeithen was a little more worn down than we was because we had a little rotation going on. But now that there's more guys stepping up, they have a better rotation, and it's just better for all of us.
Okay, Greg Barnes, go ahead.
Hey, awesome. Mac has talked about the emphasis on developing better pass rushers this year. Just kind of wanted your take as a tackle on how that process is coming along, and who are some guys in terms of pass rushers who have stood out to you thus far.
Yeah, we have some very good pass rushers. Y'all know Tamon Fox and Tyron Hopper. And then we got other guys. The one that came in Rutgers, he just came on. He's a good pass rusher. And Desmond Evans coming in to his own. And, they're just some guys, the outside linebackers can really rush the passer. And we got some good defensive linemen that can rush the passer. My friend Kevin Hester Jr., he's really coming along. So y'all should watch out for him, honestly.
And you mentioned Rucker. A lot of those guys you mentioned are really big guys. Rucker is not, but yet he was very effective last fall.
Yeah.
Why is he so effective, even though he's a little bit smaller than the other guys?
He may be a little bit smaller, but he's strong and fast. So when you have that, you can play with anybody. So he's just a really good player.
Great, thank you.
Tina King, go ahead.
Hey, Awesome. What did you work on in the off season to get better at tackle?
Thank you. Really, what I worked on was being more square because I had a problem with opening up my hips on my pass sets, and I really had to zero in on not having my hips open too much. So I think I got a lot better with just staying square in my pass sets.
Coach Brown mentioned that he wanted y'all to get better at pass protecting. What kind of things have y'all done to hopefully improve protecting Sam back there in the pocket?
Yeah, we just had a lot to work on. Like I said, staying square, hand placement, and then as a unit, we're closer together now than we was last year because we had another year together. So being together and with that experience, we know what to do, and so we're going to protect them. So,
thank you.
Hunter Nelson, go ahead.
Hi. So with Michael Carter and Javante off to the NFL, obviously your running back room looks a little bit different this season. Are you doing anything differently with blocking schemes or anything like that this year?
Oh no, we're not doing anything different. I know they are very good backs, NFL backs. But we also have really good backs that are going to step up. I feel like the running back room is very talented, and anybody can play right now. It's still up in the air, I think. So we're going to be fine with the running back situation.
And we'll close up today with Gregory Hall. Go ahead.
Hey, Awesome. I was going to ask about the running backs, just kind of what are some differences between last season? Obviously, blocking for Michael Carter and Javante Williams, two exceptional guys. You mentioned anyone can play. It's kind of up in the air. What are some of the differences you've seen between those two guys last year and who you guys have this year?
Those two guys last year, they were experienced. So, but these guys coming in, well, Ty is experienced, but the rest of them don't have like as much experience. So we expect them to struggle a little bit at first, but once they get going, I think they're going to be really good backs. Honestly, all of them can really run. They're very talented. So I'm just excited to see them play.
Do you have a role in kind of helping some of those younger guys kind of settle down and working on fitting into finding holes and things like that? Do you have a role in any of that?
I mean, yeah, of course. Like we have to make the holes for them. So I mean, they gonna go how we go, right? So we're gonna block to the best of our ability, so we can make it very easy for them to find their holes and just get out and go.